society, you can die the next day and feel like you have mattered on this earth.
Time out, hold on, go back. So the comedian lady, right there. That's a good picture of her right there. That's a good snapshot. All right, essentially, I remember I tried to do this one time with my class because I was trying to get the kids interested in what the heck watching this video, because I know it's not the most exciting video ever. So I tried to get the kids excited about it, and what I did is I pulled up an actual comedy skit by her. Like I was like, all right, I'll show the kids a quick little comedy, like stand up, like 5 minutes of her stand up, to get you guys like entertained and interested, and then I'll show this video, and hopefully you'll be a little bit more connected. Problem was, I literally showed it for 30 seconds, and what started happening? Yeah, she's not a very clean comic, I'll tell you that much right now. And so I'm like, okay, pause the video, we're stopping right there. That was Schwingendorf not doing a good job of screening the videos first before he showed them to the class, all right? But just understand, she is still a comedian now. If you want to go look her up, like I say, her name's Renee Hicks. You can look her up. Obviously, I would not look her up on your school iPad, okay, because like I say, there is a lot of foul language and, you know, foul gestures, because again, she is a comedian. All right, so just understand though, if you do want to look her up, she is still a comedian today, as far as I know. Now that's the lady who we started the video watching, the one that worked in the diner. So sadly, yes, the one lady though, who had never smoked tobacco a day in her life, did end up passing away from lung cancer.
That's bogus.
Okay, because again, she was always working in that diner where they had people smoking all the time, and that ended up causing her to get lung cancer. And obviously, lung cancer is not the most super treatable thing out there nowadays. So she did end up passing away in 2006 from that disease disorder. There's many other people out there like that. She was just one of the main ones to kind of step up and talk about it. But the biggest thing you guys hopefully would have learned a little bit of what we were talking about in that video is, now what do we have because of this whole giant thing that happened around the year 2006, 2007? What do we have? We now have what?
Computers.
We have smoking bans. We have laws. Okay, that say where you can and where you cannot smoke. Because it used to almost just be up in the air. You could do whatever you wanted. Obviously, you were never able to smoke on like high school campuses and, you know, in like public places. Like I don't think you could just go into the courtroom, you know, and just smoking a cigarette and stuff. But there was obviously no exemptions on restaurants and things. Well, now there are. And as you can see, we have statewide smoking bans, all right? And now some of the smoking bans are statewide. Some are just based on exactly what's happening in the situation. So let's go through here real quick. All right, here we go. This is a list of a bunch of different states, as you can see. All right, states that exempt tobacco, and this is, I don't even know if that's really a word. Essentially, these are states to where I don't think that there is a single smoking ban. Okay, or maybe this is where it's exempt everywhere. Yeah, these are the states where it's exempt everywhere. You're not allowed to smoke in any public place at all. Okay, so if you are in a public place, in a restaurant or anything, if you're in one of those states, you're not allowed to smoke there. Are we one of those states? No. Okay, yes.
I thought we had like a thing called...
Hold on. I'll get there about us. I'm just trying to... This is not us. We're not there yet. We will get to us. Now, states that exempt in cigar bars. So again, you can smoke everywhere, but okay, you're okay to smoke in a cigar bar. Are we on that list? No. States that exempt private clubs. Are we on that list? No. States that exempt in casinos. Ooh, are we on that list? No. Ooh, bingo halls. What state's ME? Is that Maine? Got to go to Maine. You can smoke in the bingo hall. Okay. States that exempt small workplaces. So as you can see there, these states, like, so if there's only one employee, you can smoke there in Vermont. Okay, if you work in a place where there's only one employee, you can work in Vermont. All right. So understand, we're not on there. Why is Indiana not on there? We're not on any of those. Because our smoking ban is right down here, okay? We have a statewide smoking ban exempting all adult-only venues, okay? So if it is an adult-only place, so is a casino an adult-only place?
Yeah.
Yes, you can smoke there, okay? Is a bar an adult-only place?
Yeah.
Yes, you can smoke there. Is, you know, I mean, a bingo hall, I guess, adult-only place in some situations, I guess. Yes, you can smoke there. Okay, so if it is an adult-only place, you can smoke there in the state of Indiana. All right. Now, as you see up here in the corner, I'll try and zoom in here a little bit if I can. Zoom in, zoom in. I can't zoom in that far though. Come on, zoom in a little bit. Right there. There's a map of the United States of America. All right. All the states that you see up there in white are those states that have a statewide smoking ban. Where again, it doesn't matter what it is, like California, Hawaii, Iowa, Wisconsin. All of the states you see there that are white, you are not allowed to smoke in any public place. It doesn't matter adult only or not. So if you go into a bar, you're not smoking in California. Doesn't matter. Okay? All the states that are in red means that it's banned in restaurants. So you can see here, here's kind of like your little thing to kind of show you exactly what that means. So red, banned in restaurants. This like pink means it's banned in restaurants and banned in bars. So that would be South Carolina, or no, that's North Carolina. And then Vermont up there, or that's New Hampshire. Never mind, I got my states mixed up. That's New Hampshire. All right. Green, that's us. What are we? It says banned in non-hospitality workplaces. Okay. So again, kind of the same idea. If it's non-hospitality, which kind of would mean, bars, restaurants, and clubs, things like that, that's where Indiana fits in there. Okay, so you can see that's kind of confusing a little bit. And in the state of Indiana, we're even more confusing, because if we keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down, we got to find it. Oh, I'm still in Arkansas, I got to keep going. Oh, Colorado, keep going. Guam, ooh, Guam. Man, crazy tear. Oh, way too far. Here we go. Indiana. Some states have real short ones. Like look at Illinois. Theirs is real easy to figure out. Look, statewide smoking ban, tells about the information. Poor Indiana, we had to come up with some crazy, stupid laws. Look at this. Ours is super long. We got a statewide smoking ban, excluding bars and casinos, and yada, 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 all this information. Look at all this stuff. Universities have smoking bans, Ball State, Indiana State, IU, and Purdue all have smoking bans. And then we actually even have like county and city ordinances. All right, so you can see like Elkhart here. May of 2008, it was banned in all enclosed workplaces, including restaurants, but exempting existing bars until May of 2009 with the grandfather clause. Okay, so we even have made it even more difficult to even understand sometimes our smoking laws because we have broken them down based on county and city laws. So like you see down there, the city of Indianapolis. If you're in the city of Indianapolis, in June of 2012, banned all enclosed workplaces, including bars and restaurants, except cigar and hookah bars and retail tobacco stores. Okay, so you can see it's getting a little bit now gray area because in some spots they have some things, in some spots they have other things. For example, West Lafayette, Indiana. Where is West Lafayette? It's one of the greatest cities in the state of Indiana. Why is that? Why is that? You know why. That's where Purdue is. Of course, it's one of the greatest cities in Indiana. Unlike that horrible place down south that starts with the letter B. Ugh, so disgusting. All right. Now, this actually happened while I was at Purdue. So I remember hearing about this. This was always in the newspapers. People were freaking out about it because bar owners were like, oh, no, we can't exclude this thing in bars because there are people that like to come into our restaurants, like to smoke. And This was huge in the newspapers when I was in college because they were freaking out about, the city passing the smoking ban. Some people were for it. Some people were against it. It was big news down there at the time. Okay. Now, if you see there, the city of West Lafayette has a real big kind of, like clause there about what you can do, what you can't do. It says, you can smoke in designated motel and hotel smoking rooms. You can smoke in retail tobacco stores, private clubs, and other outdoor areas of the city that are designated that way. And then it talks about the campus at Purdue. Then it even talks about, where is it at? I thought it was on there somewhere. Oh, here we go. We're now, down here at the bottom, this clause was all put in there for one specific restaurant at Purdue. There was a restaurant at Purdue when I was down there. It was called the Hookah Bar. What do you think the Hookah Bar was?
A bar.
Okay, it was like a bar. How old did you have to be to get in, though?
18.
You only had to be 18 because they did serve alcohol, but only if you were 21. Okay, but now that you had to get in if you were 18 because people were smoking.
And drinking.
They were smoking what?
Marijuana.
Hookah. Okay, some people are like hookah. I have no idea what the heck that is. Hookah is essentially like another way to smoke tobacco. All right. So again, remember I talked about the 6 different types of tobacco. You got cigarettes and chew.